Hey guys, Thomas from Team Sakurazo here, coming at you guys with another Yu-Gi-Oh! Market Watch for you guys today. And we got some awesome reprints in Ghosts of the Past 2, and we're actually going to go over how it affected the original prices of said cards. If you guys enjoy these market watches, make sure to smash that like button. We actually got over 120 likes on our last 2 or 3 market watches, which is amazing, by the way. So let's aim for 100 likes on this one. Subscribe if you're not already. Road to 3,000 subs. If you guys are buying any cards off TCG Player, and you want to support the channel, please use my affiliate link down in the description below. It helps the channel to no additional cost to you. And consider being a YouTube channel member, as well as let me know what I'm looking at in the next Mark Watch in the comment section below. And we're just going to hop right into it. So Rise of the Mega Monarch here from Duelist Alliance is getting a reprint. Now, I call this getting a reprint in Ghosts of the Past 2. However, I thought it could also get a reprint in OTS 18. Now, this card here, $49. It's a lot better than $70, but you guys have to remember this card has only been announced for a reprint last night. I don't think it's been a full 24 hours since then, so not everybody's got the news. You know, word's still spreading. This card's probably going to keep on dropping, but currently you got a $20 price cut here. Probably going to go to $30, $25. Hopefully it takes a lot more, because the OG Secret Rare looks awesome. I have to admit, it does look really cool, but if you really don't want to spend the money, the most likely ultra rare is on the way. Now, the reprint here has tanked farther down, but still $35, $36. Someone bought a mod play first set yesterday for $30. Wow, that talk about a waste of money. Oh, okay. Yeah, don't get this version. If you have your Rises, and I told people this, now that's getting reprinted, if you want to sell these off and then maybe grab them a little later, I would do that. Now, the card could hold at 48. It is possible, so you might not make your money back. But if you want to risk it for the biscuit, or you don't really care, if you have it unlimited, especially sell your unlimited, for sure. But if you have a first set, maybe sell it, check back in like 2-3 weeks. Maybe that's like, you know, 25, maybe $30. You made yourself a little bit of money. Then we have Aluber, which got cut in half. Now, this is awesome because, as you guys see here, about $74. Now, they quickly go up to about $80 here with 8 copies. Now, not every build actually needs to play Aluber, and I've actually seen some people theorize that, hey, the best builds do not play Aluber. Now, I've seen builds without Aluber do great, and I've seen builds with Aluber where they've actually won off the normal summon off Aluber and other things. However, Konami wants to push the structure deck, and a lot of people are going to be looking to play this card in it, regardless if it's the most efficient build or not. And the fact that they don't have to spend $300 to $450 on a playset of this is wonderful, because you really could get away with 2 copies. Like, I really don't think this is a 3 of. I can guarantee, I think that's a fact by this point, that you don't need to run 3 of this, which makes it even funnier how this was $150 as a non-3 of, and not a generic card either. But hey, hype does that to you, right? Structure decks are going to be wild, though. Hulk from Dual Overload got announced for a reprint, and this went to about $46 right here. Lightly Plate's $50, Near Mint's $51. Now, these are going to drop a little bit more, and I'm telling people not to hoard this card at all, unless it's the ultimate rare, as you guys see here, because this card can still get hit on the ban list, because every time Konami likes to hit a card, like limit it, ban it, whatever, the large majority of those cards, Konami is going to try to get money off first. Now, again, not in every situation this is going to happen, right? For example, Link Cross got banned outright, but that was a bit of a weird time, because the set got delayed first. Eternity Code was delayed since it was one of the first what's called Konami products that was delayed from the COOF. If you guys don't remember, back in 2020, I think it was Dual Overload came out, and had a little bit of issues, and then Echo was supposed to come out like a month later and got delayed. But they would have probably wanted to reprint Link Cross before, but they needed to proof it with Hulk, so they ended up banning it. But again, for the majority, Konami wants to make money off the reprints before they hit the cards here. And I think Hulk's going to get hit eventually. Ultimate rares here are about 123, 125 here for ultis. Now, they could drop a little more, but they're going to always be above the $100 mark. Even if the card gets banned, people are just not going to want to let it go, because if it ever comes back, you know, it's kind of a card that has cemented itself in Yu-Gi-Oh! History, even though it saw more play after, more time after its release. But again, it got released at the dual, and like I tell people for Dual Overload, it got released at the worst time possible. I will be making a little history video about that actually. Now, Power Tool Dragon from Raging Battle is actually slowly but surely going up as well. We're gonna go lightly plates and near mints here. So lightly plates, you got $110, but once this copy's gone by 709 by D's Boys, aka D's Nuts, got him. I actually love D's Boys. Maybe we're actually gonna look that up. Lightly plates are 150, near mints are 188. Granted, that's not even for a first set copy. First set lightly plates are about 232. Now, I would rather have a first set light play for 232 than a near mint for 200, especially because if you order it, it might be very scratched up, and the lightly played, it's maybe being listed lightly played because it's very scratched up. So near mints, just you always have a little trouble with near mints on when you buy online or whatever, because a lot of players actually don't factor in how scratched up the Ghost Rare is with its condition. Now, a lot of Ghost Rares have some scratches. Like if it has minimal scratches, I could see it being passed off as near mint. Honestly, assuming everything else with the card is good to go. But usually that's why whenever I sell or trade a Ghost Rare, I say it's LP. Now, near mints here are going to be about 334. That's honestly not that bad for a very old first set Ghost Rare that has cemented itself as not being a card that is not only played, but being a 5Ds, themed card that has a lot of collectability and nostalgia. So, first sets for 334, that's honestly worth looking into. Ultimate rares here. I actually want to look at these now. I actually really like the ultimate rare. Now, lightly played unlimiteds are about 41, 42 here, going up to 45. That's not too bad here. Near mints being about 50, 57 here, 58. Again, not too bad. Actually, you have the Japanese ultimate rare. That actually looks quite sick. We're actually going to click that just in case. This looks very cool. Now, I would personally want to buy it for $50, but if it was a lot cheaper, I would actually love to have this for my collection. I really like what they're doing with OCG ultis. Like, I actually love collecting them. It's just, they're a lot of money at times. First edition mob plays are 62. A little too much for my blood. Lightly plates are 75. That's not too bad here. Near mints 121 for first edition, going up to 224. So got one more verified ultimate rare. However, I would rather just grab 2 lightly plates for 150, in my opinion. But if you really want that near mint, that's what's running you. Now, Morphtronics are actually going up in value. Now, this does have a German ultra, but not everybody wants that. These are about first set lightly plates for 3, near mints for about 325. First set's 340. But the next page, it does go up. Now, Morphtronics are rumored, I believe. I don't think it's confirmed yet, but I may be wrong. To get support. Now, I actually really like Morphtronics and their entire gimmick, so it would be really cool to see this get support. But this is slowly rising up. Same with Scopin here. Now, Scopin, I believe, only has one printing, which is this dollar right over here. If you have these in bulk or you know your local card store, and I'm telling people this, you will find these cards right here in the bulk of your local card store. So if you can ask them to go through their bulk, usually they do like a quarter per bulk. Although I've been to a card shop before, and they had a fortune in there. There were Dark Ruler No More commons, and there were Drolls commons. For quarters, or not for quarters, but they have them for 10 cents. So, not that I'd mind picking up Dark Ruler commons are like $6, $7, $8 for quarters, mind you. But hey, why make it even better at 10 cents? But point is, you will find these cards and other cool hidden finds in that box. So, just a quick tip, if you guys are looking to get some nice little penny stonks, or you want to make some money, or spice up the trade binder a little bit, or just spend some money on Yu-Gi-Oh! And get some value, it's an awesome tip that I love to give you guys. Now, this is bought out, actually. So you have lightly plates at $20 here. Near mints are about $29, but they go up to $60. So if you guys want to grab these cheaper copies before they go to $50, $60, I would probably do so very, very soon. Now, this does look very, very clean. I actually have my own playset because it was really cool, and I was able to get something very, very fair for them. Now, DTs were always seen as the lesser version, and I believe they still are. However, you have 5 here from DSM Games now. They have 0%, but that's just because the feedback probably just didn't register. $8 for 5 here, $10, and then $13. People are ready for their Morphtronics. That's all I gotta say. Now, Boombox here, DT, $6, but you have a little wall here for about 7.5. It's not looking good if you want to play your casual deck. Now, evenly match, I want to go over this because this card just keeps on rising. First set near mints are 40 here. Next page gets up to about 40s, 42s. All versions are actually going up, as you see here, 27, 28. Even if I go over this card, I have to go over it every second market watch because it gets requested. Now, there's only 19 listings for the Mega Pack, actually. You know, 32, 33 here, going up to 36. Going up to 42, 45, 50. So this card is actually getting very close to matching the regular and even surpassing it, because some people actually like running the Mega Pack versions of cards a little more. Some people see it as more rare. Personally, I go OG first ed from the set over Mega Pack any day of the week, but that is just my opinion. Now, before I continue this video, I just want to say my last video, I actually talked about some drama over Twitter with the whole Vanguard Yu-Gi-Oh situation. If you have not checked that video out, go check it out. However, if you heard Twitter and just turned your head off, or your brain off, I should say, I fully understand, because Twitter is a cesspool. Now, Apollos, the Bowl of the Goddess here, Rising Rampage. I told people to invest into this first edition at $30, $35. This card literally says, once per chain, your opponent activates a monster effect. As a quick effect, you can make this card lose 800 and negate that effect. Multiple negations in the extra deck, that is generic, right? So, except for tokens. Right, you know, you could get up to 4 negates. Well, you could technically get more, but, you know, I don't really see you. If your Apollos has 4, you should be good. $41 here for unlimiteds. Okay, so unlimiteds were like 20, 25, so that's pretty bad. Now, first editions here. Do I have only near mint on, or where's the lightly playeds? Well, near mints go up to 47, 48 here. Yeah, I think I have. Okay, no, I have the lightly playeds on. They're just at the bottom here. I was like, where are the lightly playeds? But they quickly go up to $57 here, going up to 70. You got some cheaper copies before they hit 95, 100. This is a set that I would highly recommend getting sealed, because it was the first set with Starlight rares. Along with first set Apollosa, I think is going to be a little treasure. Boxes are actually, I also recommend getting the single. Now, this is actually, wow, okay, so this is bought out. 915, and then, yeah, this is just insane. I think that card is way more than it ever should be, but that's just my opinion. Now, you only have 2 boxes here. 165, it's not good, but it could be a lot worse, because the issue with the first set with Unlimited is no one wants the Unlimiteds, because, like, even this is way too much for this, because nobody is looking for the actual other cards to have them Unlimited. Now, Coral Enemy is cool, you know, and obviously getting a Apollos is cool. Avery's a cute card, but the set, it has a little bit of value, but not that much. It's mostly just keeping it sealed for the Starlight potential. Now, Silent Swordsman here from Duels Pack Rivals of the Pharaoh is bought out. I ended up putting a mod play for 15 and it ended up selling. First intermits are 16 bucks, going up to $25. Silent Swordsman and cards like this are actually, especially since they have only one printing, a lot of collectors are slowly but surely buying them up, along with a lot of people actually have interest in Silent Swordsman as an archetype or as an engine. I don't think it's good, but I know people who are actively looking for them. Silent Magician, now this is actually pretty good because this negates a spell card. And you can special summon it by just tributing a spellcaster monster, so it's not that hard. It gains 500 attack for each card in your hand as well, so depending on your hand size, you could probably be sitting on a 2500 beat stick, you know, if you have 3 cards. Depends on how much you end with, obviously. You could honestly have 3,500, 4,000, but realistically, you're going to have probably at least 2K. Now, when it's destroyed by battle, or, you know, it's destroyed by opponent's card effect, you special summon a Silent Magician monster from your hand or deck. Except for this, ignoring its summoning condition. So you get a card back, which is really, really cool, which is Silent Magician. Definitely $44, going up to $45. This has been the price of it for a long time now. It could go a little higher, but honestly, I think a lot of people, they're interested in this card, but they don't want to invest into it. So I think a reprint would really help this card out. Millennium Eyes Restrict. Now, I told people to grab this because what people don't understand is you're able to instant fusion this, and we're not under Master Rule 4 anymore. So you instant fusion, make this, and as a quick effect, you can target effect monster your opponent controls in their graveyard, equip that target to this card you control. So what that basically means is you instant fusion it, right? So you have a free monster for Link and all that. But whenever your opponent activates a hand trap, this card can negate it, right? When it takes it. That's why this card's really good. It does it because, what's it called? It targets the effect monster controller, give it, you equip it. It's it. So if they ash, boom. This card's really good because of that. $15 here for normal ultras. First editions are. Oh, this is only limited. Oh, this is a secret rare. That's why. Sorry about that, guys. $15, but they are going up. You know, there's not that many verified there. It goes up to about 20-25. Now the OG ultras, these are about $16. Now the secret looks like flames, but the OG ultra is where I think your value is gonna lie. I personally would get both because you could get one to play as a nice secret. You get an ultra to invest in, and they both look really good. I really do think you should honestly be grabbing both copies. I don't think you should really be choosing here. You're going to be winning either way. Tribute Burial. So this is a really cool card that someone brought to my attention in the last comment section and said, hey, this might be good in Flunderies, and I'm playtesting it. So you cannot Smudge them for the rest of the turn. So after you're all done, basically you want to use this to make Ryza. But how you make Ryza is really cool because once per turn, you can condone a Tribute summon that requires 2 tributes by banishing 1 monster from each graveyard instead of tributing. And it counts as a Tribute summon, right? So you get the Ryza effect, all that. Now, you basically are able to banish a card from your graveyard, which can have, for Flunderies, that could go 50-50, but again, you have to have Ryza really in order to make this card. I mean, if you get the really bad one, I think you could use it, but this is not how you really want to get the, if you play one of the Snow Owls, I think it's called, it's like $1, $2 secret from Burst. You could get out that way, but this is mostly for Ryza, but you get to banish a card from your opponent's graveyard. Now that's what's really awesome because you can banish like a Golden Lord, and that's really good. A lot of people are playing some people are playing 3 Golden Lord. Not a lot of people on Master Duel maybe, but at events, majority of players are still playing 2 Golden Lords. So you banish one, and then if you have like Call by the Grave, you can banish the second one. Really hurts. Fusion deployment. You reveal a fusion monster in your extra deck and special summon from your hand deck. A fusion material whose name is specifically on the card. Basically, this specials the deck from one of your targets, right? But it locks you into fusions. Pretty good card. Ultras here are about $1. This does have the secret rare, which is a cute little penny stock at about 30 cents, 50 cents. But you have the common from Cyber Strike as a super rare. So this card's always going to be affordable. But if you want to get secret rares to look cool, hey, it's a cool looking card. Now, Galatea, the Orcas, coming out here. Now, I recommend people to grab Orcas stuff now because we don't know when the next ban list is. But I would assume we're like in the middle of our last ban list and the next ban list. So we could get Harpor back at any time. And a lot of people like to look at the ban card, not the cards around it that are going to go up that are played as a 3 of in Orcas. Now, Galatea as an ultimate rare, these are lightly played for 60, but you have to remember, a lot of people actually want to play with this card, along with, you know, it's quite old at this point. Near mints are like, you know, $68, give or take. They do kind of go to about 75 here. It's not too bad. Now, Babbles, this card makes the deck really strong. Literally penny stocks for days. Like, I would recommend definitely loading up on these. Like, if you want to grab, you know, say 6, 9, not the wrapper of this card, might be a good idea because this card, let's say Harpor goes to 1. What do you guys think is going to happen to Babel? Well, people are probably going to want to, now granted you don't play 3 of this, because it's just very easy to get it out. But this can easily go to a $5 super. And if you're paying dollars on them, I mean, you're quadrupling your money. Dingarisu here. Now, I don't understand why Ding is lower than Galatea, seeing that not only would you play the same amount of copies, most likely, but you also can play this in other decks and it's generic. But what do I know? Nearmints are a straight $50. That's a steal. These, again, if Harpor comes back, I could see this traveling $100, just doubling overnight straight up. Ultras from Dark Neostorm. I mean, there is interest in this card because it's $9. And if you guys are thinking, oh, well, you know, they have the reprint, that's the OG. Ultras from Dual Overload are $7.45. People are interested in Galatea, but the ultis are struggling to hold the $50 mark, and I don't understand that. I would personally grab a playset ulti dings. If you really think, have faith in the card like I do, grab more copies. Gearsu, the Orcas Spec Knight. Now, this card's busted. It's just, I feel like it kind of, people didn't want to give this card a chance. So, you know, you send an Orcas card from your deck to a graveyard, and then if there's two other cards in this card's column, which if you're going second, it's gold, you treat it as a tuner, right? So you could play Hulk in Orcas. Yeah. So especially if you just set a card with it, you know, you could be going first. You could get it off using this as well. Especially you could use, and even if you don't actually have the a set card that you could set this, make two in the same column. Where you put this, you could put one of your links in there, and there's two columns. So treat it as a tuner, make it a Hulk, free Foolish Burial, and if you control no other monsters, especially in a legacy token. So you make this, you make the token, you can make it off into Link Spider or whatever, then go into Hulk and just do stupid plays, and you send an Orcas card in the graveyard, right? This card's broken. It doesn't have that many listings at 48 either. First ed's $10. I remember, I think I sold this to someone, one of my subs possibly, and I ended up giving him a bit of a deal, but not too much because I was like, I think just buying this card in general is a steal at full price. This is a card you should be grabbing. Orcas Return, draw two. That's all you need to know. Unlimited's at 3s. Okay, cool. That's fine, right? First editions, though, at 4s? Going up to, like, 5. You know, you got a guy with 6 copies here if you want to stock up on him. This is a card, again, it didn't get reprinted for the longest time until, I believe, Ghost of the Past, right? Yeah, the first Ghost of the Past. And these are, like, nice dollars right here, penny stonks. I ended up getting mine at 50 cents, and I still have a bunch of these Ultras. This was one of my favorite penny stonks from Ghost of the Past. I think Ultras could go up to 3/4s. Granted, because this does have a lot of listings here. And on the first page, it may not show it, but as we scroll and it goes to about $2 here. A lot of people don't want to let this card go for too cheap, right? It's one of those cards where it's the price it's worth is what people don't want to get rid of it for. And there are some walls here, but this goes to $2, $3, $4, maybe $5 for lucky. The other version, it's going to go double digits. Now, Harpor, oh boy, everyone's looking at this card. You want to grab Harpors? Go for it, you know. There's a playset here for $3.43, but the card has solidified itself as near mint $3, which it was $1 before. We're not getting close to the ban list yet I've already made money off this card when it's the lowest. It's going to go higher, for sure. Nightmare, these are $2. A lot, again, people are looking at Harpor, right? You should be looking at this card. $2. I ended up picking up a bunch of these at like about $1.25, but I was able to pick up a little stack of them. I think like 10 copies maybe. And I'm already a little happy on kind of where it's going. But these, again, can hit anywhere from $5, $6 to $12. Symbol Skeleton. I'm not going to repeat myself. The same thing. Great penny stonk right here. I'm just saying, if you're looking for penny stonks on this market watch, get these cheaper. Like, okay, I highly suggest you get secrets of these. But if you have some money and you don't want to go all for the ultis because you don't have it, grab some Nightmares and some Symbol Skeletons. But again, I really recommend you grabbing at least the dings, the ultimate rare dings, because you're not going to lose money. Now, ABC Dragon Buster from Legendary Collection Kaiba. I don't like ABCs, but these are getting bought out. At first sets are $7. I don't know when first sets, I mean, they sold for 10 here. But yeah, you're seeing them at a little cheaper over here. But yeah, this card's selling. Yeah, wow. Wow. This has been like this near mint. This is ridiculous. Why are people buying this card? What's really funny about this card is while it looks gorgeous and a lot of people are actually thinking Union Carrier could come back, which it can't. You got the super rares at 70 cents. You got the ultra rares from the structure deck. I remember in OTS 13, they for some reason after they literally limited the card. They gave this to us as a super rare, even though the card didn't even need a reprint. This is the biggest slap in the face. And then we got a few more cards here. We got Adamemancipator Researcher here from Secret Slayers. Now, Adamemancipator actually got a top 8 recently. I think got something else as well. And the deck is actually really good with the generic synchro support. And I think that Adamancipators have found a really cool niche spot as a rogue deck. And I would highly recommend that you guys just play around with Adamancipators in Master Duel or something. Because this could be a fun deck you don't have to sink a lot of money in. It could set up amazing boards like other meta strategies. It could, if it could top an event, it could topple locals. And you know, I know a lot of people who like rogue decks, they tend to be local only, or they go to event maybe once a year, something like that. And this is more affordable than this, but the secret rares here, solid $12 here. Now, the ultra rares, if you just want to, which look good, the ultra rares do look very good. Although get secrets of these guys, you don't have to match. These are 59 cents. It's not bad. Risen. Now, I want to read this card and tell you why it's good. It's not good in it's good in Adamancipator, obviously, but that's not why I'm telling you guys to pick this specific card up no matter what. Now, during the main phase, you activate the top 5 cards of your deck, return those cards, and then you can turn cards your opponent control stand up to the number of activated rock monsters. And then you can place the cards on top of your deck. So you're not really, if you're just playing this generically, you're not gonna get that effect. However, when your opponent activates a spell or trap a card or effect while water monsters in your graveyard, you negate the activation if you destroy it. Now, how is this generic, you might ask? Because you have to control a water monster. Well, it's generic to make, okay, or you have to have a water monster in your graveyard. Well, if you're playing a synchro type deck, guess what else you're playing? Hulk. What is Hulk? A water monster. So people are quickly realizing that. Now, I actually invested into these when they were $4 or $5, and a lot of people will get through my Mark Watches. A lot of you guys who are new subscribers and new viewers, because again, I used to average between 700 and about 1,100, 1,200 views a market watch. Normally something around 800, 900. Usually, I'm somehow hitting over 2,500. Which thank you guys who like the video, comment. You know, really appreciate the videos. I'm definitely getting used to a bigger audience and getting way more comments, way more requests. But it's really awesome. I wouldn't have it any other way. But something I like to talk to you guys about is the L's I took. Now, the L's I took on Adamancipator was I invested into the secrets of these guys because they were about 70 cents. And I invested into these guys at $4 or $5. And right now, they're dollars. $1.62. Good generic card. I would have your copies because a lot of people, I will offer dollars on this because I'm cool with having this as a penny stock. And people would rather just keep it. This is a card that people are interested in, and it does sell every day. I would be grabbing at least 6 copies of this. Again, with penny stocks that are like $1, $2, $3, to maximize your money, you're going to want to get multiple copies. So at least get 5, 6. Witchcrafter stuff is going up. I love Smudge Loli. I actually ended up trading mine to MCO40, actually. Fun fact. So if you ever see Witchcrafters, hey, they might have passed my hands. I love the artwork of this card. It's pretty dope. $20. Steven Even going at $23 here. Not bad for an old secret. Now, Infinity Chasers has a lot of value, but the boxes are about $120. Now, the reason why I want to go over the boxes here is because this set is probably still at a lot of your guys' card stores. You can probably find packs of this lying around at Walmart. And the set, it was about a $60 box, $70 box. You could say, you know, some retail stores selling it for $75, $80. They're worth more. So if you could basically go to your local card shop, and even if you're paying say $75 with tax or whatever, you're basically getting it for 2/3 of the price here. And the set has a lot of good cards. We're actually going to go over this in a second here. But Witchcraft creation from Infinity Chasers, you add a Witchcraft from your deck to your hand, and if you control a Witchcraft monster while this card's in your graveyard, you are able to add to your hand. $13 here for your near mints here. Not too bad. I mean, you have lightly plays here for about 10s, 950. And a lot of people are interested in high rarity of this deck. But remember, if you want to play Witchcrafters for fun, you literally have ultra rares at like 75 cents. 93 listing, so it's going a little bit, but you also have super rares here for 44 cents. Deck's always going to be affordable. Same with Vera, actually. Vera ultras are like, yeah, like 40 cents, and you play like 1 or 2 copies. Golem here. This is an OG from Rising Rampage. Your opponent activates a card effect that targets a spellcaster monster you control, or targets for an attack. You target one card your opponent controls, or Witchcraft or spell in your graveyard. Special summon this card from your hand. If you do, return that target to your hand. So this is basically you either get a bounce, right? Which you could bounce the Witchcrafter. Oh no, it's only spell upgrade. Never mind. I always think you could bounce a spellcaster monster when I read this because I used to play Witchcrafter Shaddoll, and it was really fun because you'd make construct for days. And you can make like all the other bad Shaddoll monsters, and it was great. But it bounces itself as well, so you could keep getting effects off. I think you play 1 or 2 copies. It doesn't help the deck. $4. It's not bad, but is it a card worth investing in? Maybe a playset. You do have all the other cheap versions as well. Holiday here, which was the Reborn here. These are about $3, which not bad for this Reborn. It was 50 cents, slowly but surely going up. I kind of like it because it looks like a crane machine kind of. You do have the ultra rares at $2, going up to 3. You guys have this in bulk, and you guys could find this in bulk. I would actually go see if this is in your bulk right now because you got a little bit of free money. Hind here. I love Hind. I just love her outfit. Secret rares are about $2.50 for your MILFs here. Super rares are also a little bit of money. Okay, click that again. $4. So this is going higher than the secret. This is short print in Infinity Chasers, I recall though. Because I actually opened up this set for my team. Because I want Witchcrafters. My friend Wyatt Infinitrax says he loves Earth Machines. This set was very fun. It failed to hit the mark of the time. And then Pittore, these are like $2. The other small ones are gaining some value as well. So just keep them to the side. See if you can get them for penny stonks. All that jazz. Now, Infinity Chasers here. I'm not going to go over it in detail, but you have Harvesters, 21 listings. $12 here. Along with the 2 Witchcrafter cards. You got Anchor Drills. I remember when Anchor Drill was a $70, $80 card. For temporarily, for a time. $8 here. And I sold it for that. Shazeel's at $4. I mean, it's cute to have, but not your pull. You'll probably pull 1 or 2 of this. You'll probably pull 2 or 3 of this. These are about $2, $3. You know what? Let's actually look what this bombs out at. $3 here for your train card. And you'll be pulling a lot of that. That's like, it's pretty cheap. You got Mega $2 here, $2, $1. Jackals are a cute penny stock here. You got some value in here. I'm not saying it's worth opening up a box, but if you get it for 75, you could make some money back if you feel like opening it something for fun. Or I would just sell it sealed. That's what I would personally do. I think this is definitely more of a single set for sure. But I say that for most sets. Now, if you guys enjoyed this Market Watch, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe. Let me know what cards I'm going over in my comment section on the next Market Watch. And I will see you guys with a Burst of Destiny case opening. Probably Friday, maybe tomorrow, depending on how I feel. I finished all the editing. I just have to go through all of someone's bulk. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.